11 bodies have been found while 25 people remain missing after a boat carrying suspected undocumented migrants from Indonesia capsized off Malaysia. There were 14 people reported safe among the estimated 50 aboard the boat, which capsized off the southern Johor state. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency said that a search and rescue operation had now been launched for those missing. All of the migrants involved were Indonesians. More than 150 people are believed to be trapped on the roof of Hong Kong's World Trade Center after a fire broke out in the building. Firefighters have now mobilized 2 breathing apparatus teams and 2 water jets to help tame the blaze. More than 100 people have been evacuated so far. According to reports, no fatalities have been reported. Alexei Navalny will be awarded the EU Sakharov Rights Prize since the Russian democracy campaigner, however, is currently in prison. His daughter will accept it on his behalf at a ceremony at the European Parliament in Strasbourg. Navalny, who was poisoned in August 2020 by what Western nations said was a nerve agent, is now serving a 2.5-year sentence for parole violations that he calls trumped up. The EU has imposed sanctions on Russian officials over Navalny's poisoning and imprisonment. Moscow, however, denies any wrongdoing and accuses the EU of interfering in its domestic affairs. It has also denied Western accusations that Navalny was jailed for his political activities. Hundreds of migrants from Central and South America gathered in front of the National Institute of Migration in Mexico City to protest the deaths of 55 migrants who died in a truck crash last week. The demonstrators held banners reading "No human being is illegal" as they gathered in solidarity with fellow migrants. In recent months, Mexican authorities have tried to block migrants from walking in large groups towards the US border, but the clandestine and illicit flow of migrant smuggling has continued. Birth rates in Italy have fallen for the 12th consecutive year in 2020, reaching their lowest level since 1861. The latest figures show that in 2020, births in Italy were reduced by more than 15,000, while the average number of children per woman was at 1.17. Italy's slump has continued into 2021 as January saw Italy's lowest ever birth rate. The country registered a 13.6% decline in births, translating to nearly 5,000 fewer births compared with January 2020. Seven migrants were killed and 3 others injured when the vehicle that they were travelling in crashed into a house while fleeing a police stop. The accident occurred just before midnight near the centre of Morahalem, a town less than 5 miles from Hungary's border with Serbia. 7 occupants of the vehicle died at the scene, while 4 others, including the driver, were injured. The police have arrested the driver and said that they will initiate proceedings against him for human trafficking. Moving on now to some coronavirus updates from around the globe. South Korean government has announced its intention to reintroduce stricter social distancing measures as daily infections hit a new record of more than 7,500. It was the 4th time this month that the daily tally has exceeded 7,000. Authorities are set to clamp down on social gatherings and cut the opening hours of certain businesses to fight the recent surge that has now led to a spike in recent hospitalizations and related deaths. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.